Hello everyone. Okay, moment. Okay, I hope that everyone can hear me and can see me and can see the screen. So, hi everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining today free online lessons. So, today will be the pond design in Civil 3D. So, as usual, I will introduce myself first. My name is Umira. I am the application engineer at Acad system. So if you guys have questions or you cannot see my screen or cannot hear me, just let me know at the chat box, okay? So this is our output for today's lessons. We're going to create this moment. I'm going to admit participant. Hello, who just coming in. Thank you and welcome. So we're going to create this pond grading using grading tools, and then we're going to generate the stage storage calculation from the grading that we just made. So more or less, we're going to create like this object. So first, going to create the feature line from the polyline or any line or object that we create. So I basically just create a simple shape for the pond like this. So later on, we're going to change this polyline or object to feature line. And then we're going to using this grading creation toolbox to create our pond design. Okay, to create the grading inside the pond and also the curve grading. And then we're going to create a surface to see the cut and fill value for the pond. And then lastly, we're going to create the stage calculation generated by the object that we just create. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started to our lesson. So I'm going to minimize this one. So share my Civil 3D. So I already opened my project. So I already draw the shape for my pond. So basically my shape like this, just a simple. And before we start using grading, we have to change this line or polyline to feature line. So go to Home tab here. And as you can see, there is a feature line drop down here. Click on that. And then you can go to here, create feature line from object. So I'm using this one to change this object or this line to a feature line. So right now, Civil 3D want us to select lines, art polylines, or 3D polylines. So every this element you can use to convert to a feature line. So I'm going to select on this one and click enter at your keyboard. So now this create feature lines toolbox will pop up. So it's automatically set the side one as default. So I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to create a new one. So if I want to create a new one, I just click on this drop down and then create new. Click on this one. So this is site properties for the site. Okay. Hello, who just coming in. Thank you for joining me today. So the name, I'm going to change the name to pond and okay, for the site. Okay, so now the site are changing to pond and curve. And this style box, I'm going to check on that. So I'm going to use this basic feature line, so the default one. So if you want to use other style in your Civil 3D, you can just choose either one. So I'm just going to choose the basic feature lines. The layer will be C topo fit, and also for a conversions option. So I'm going to check on this erase existing entities and also assign elevation. Click on OK. And this assign elevation box, I'm just going to let it set as default and click on OK. So as you can see here, the polyline now are changed to a feature line. So if I click on the feature line, so this feature line tab will pop up. So this means the object that you choose just now already changed to feature line. So for example, I want to change the elevation, the grade point, the slope point in this feature line. So there's two options. One option is if you want to change just one point or few point in it. So you can just go here at this elevation, edit elevation column, and this one, go to here, quick elevation edit, click on this one. And if I bring my cursor to the feature lines, as you can see, there are symbol pop up. So if I bring throughout this feature line, you can see there is a square, a triangle symbol, circle symbol, and so on. So it's with that symbol, it also showing the information, the grade percentage, the elevation. Okay. So for example, I want to change this elevation, the point here. I just want to change this point. So I'll just click on that and you can specify the elevation. For example, I'm going to change this point to 460 meter. Enter. So now the elevation there at this point are already changed to 460. So this option, if you want to change it just a few point, 1 or 2 point like this, you click on escape first. So if you want to change the whole point, you want to change the elevation with a same value, you can just go here at this elevation editor, the circle, green circle here, click on that one. So you can see this panorama will pop up, which will show the detail for every point in your feature line. So as you can see, if I click one of the point, and you can see at your feature line will pop up this symbol, which means the point that I select here. Okay, let's see if I select this one, it will show here. So it will review to you what point that you change. Okay, so now I'm going to change the elevation for all points here. So just click Ctrl A to select all of it, and just change one of the elevation. So I'm going to change to 460. Enter. And you can, as you can see, the elevation now are changing to 460. So elevation for my feature line is 460. So I'm okay with this. So click on this right green button here. Click on that one. So click escape 2 times. And now I'm going to create the grading. So go at the same tab, home tab, go to here, grading drop down. So before I'm creating the grading, so I have to create the grading group first. So go to create grading group, the last one here. And the grading group name will be Pond and Curb. And check on this box, automatic surface creation, click on this one. So for the surface style, if you want to use a contour 1 meter by 5 meter design, if you want to use this one, you can use this one. But I'm going to use this contour and triangle. Okay. And the tessellation spacing will be 5 meter. And click on OK. And this create surface box, click on OK. So now go back to the grading drop down and click on the grading creation tools. So we're going to use this tool pretty long. Okay. No, I'm not going to close after I create one grading. I'm not going to close this one. Just going to use this for the rest of the lesson. So if I go here at the first button here, this one is the set the grading group button. You click on this point and this button, and you can see select grading group will pop up. So it already select to you the group that I just made just now on anchor. And if you don't make the group before you create, you click on the grading creation tools, you can also create group here. Okay, click on this one, the same dialog box will pop up. Okay, this is the other option you can use to create the grading group. Okay, click on OK. So go here at this create grading. So click on this one, create grading. Okay, this the option here. I'm going to use the grading to distance. Okay, now click on the feature line. Okay, this box will pop up. So I'm going to use with the feature line. Click on this one. So this one, click on OK. So now Civil 3D want me to select the grading side. So I'm going to create inside the pond first, and then after this, I will create the outside. So click inside the grading, inside the feature lines, and apply to entire length, yes. So the distance for this grading will be 3 meters. Enter. And I'm using slope for the format, and the ratio will be -2/1. Enter. So which means it will go down below the pond. Okay. So click escape one time. I'm going to preview first. Click the grading, right click, and go to object viewer. So if I rotate this one, so it will look like this, the slope. Okay, this is what I want. So I'm going to add the lower part of the one. Add one more grading. Close on that. So go here, go back to the create grading. So now select the line inside the grading. So just now we're selecting the feature line. So now we're selecting the inside of the grading, this one, and apply to entire line. Yes. So the distance for the lower grading will be 10 meters. Sorry. Okay, and then 10 meters, enter, and then go to slope, choosing slope. So the slope will be slightly higher, -1.5/1, enter. So this grading for the lower pond here will be created. So I'm going to preview. Go to object viewer. So this is what will be shown. Okay, so this actually the water. Okay, this is actually the water level of the pond, and it will go fill up and until here. Okay, fill down until here. So I'm going to create a fill to cover up the bottom of the pond. So click close on that. And click on this drop down, this create grading drop down. And you can see here, create infill. So click on that. So just simply go to the empty space in your grading like this and click on that. So as you can see, this diamond, green diamond will pop up, which means it will create the fill at this space. So it not create it yet, it just preview to you. So if you are okay with that, just click on enter. So now it create the fill for you for the bottom of the pond. So I'm going to preview for you. Go to object viewer. As you can see, there is a fill, or the bottom of the pond are being closed right now. Okay. Okay, we finish on inside of the pond. So now I'm going to create the outer side of the pond, like the curve, and also if there is a walkway here. So I'm going to create on that. So close on this preview. So to do that, before I creating the grading for the outer side of the pond, I'm going to insert a line or any polyline. Okay, click on that polyline. So just simply create like a 4 line here. So this line, this space will be the space where water will overflow, or water was the spillway for the pond. Okay, just copy the polyline, enter. Be on this one like this. So it's up to you. The spaces, what space, the value for the spaces that you want to do. So I'm just using the surface here. Okay. So now go back to the grading, create grading, drop down, click on the create grading again. So this, I'm not going to include this part, this space for the grading outside of the pond. Okay. So click on the outer side of the grading just now, this point, this feature. Click on this one. So now select the grading side. So I'm going to select outer side of the pond like this. So this apply to entire length. So I click on no because I don't want it to include this space, the space I just made just now. Okay. So make sure. Okay, make sure the arrow here are showing to right. Okay, and create another arrow here showing to the left. So which means it will create only the grading for this side and this side. Okay. So click on this one, click on this side first, click enter, and then I'm going to click on this side. Enter. Okay, so now it asks us to insert the distance. So the distance will be 10 meters. Okay, enter, and the slope, I'm using the slope, will be 1.2, one by 2. Okay, will be 1 by 2. Which means it will create on the top of the pond. Okay, so it will show like this. So I'm going to preview to you. Click on the grading, right click, object viewer. You can see it not creating the grading at the space that I'm not select. Okay, not included just now. So close on that. So now I'm going to create one more grading for the curve. So go here to the create grading again. Go to the this outer line, the last line here. Click on that. So this one apply to entire length, and the length will be the distance 1.5 meter. And to create the slope, I'm going to use grade here, and the percentage for the grade will be just 1%, so it's not showing too much slope there. So same goes to the spillway. So click on inside here. Do not click outside here. So click inside the space that I just made. So I click on this one and select the grid side. So outer side like this. So it will automatically show to you the arrow because this is already have the grid. Okay. So this arrow, I'm going to click on this one. So it will just creating a grading for this part only. Okay. So click on this point, enter, then go to this point, enter. So now insert the distance for the spillway will be same as the curve, 1.5. Enter, and using the grid tool, and the percentage will be 0. So it will just a straight grid, no slope will be added. Okay. So as you can see, this grid, I'm sorry. As you can see, these grid are not joining with this grid. So it has a gap here. So to insert the grading for just like it will connect like this to insert the grading in this space. So you can go here to the create grading drop down, and then you can go here to create transition. Click on this one, and then click on the feature lines inside here, beside of the spillway, and click the outer side like this. Okay, it will automatically create a grading for you like that. So same goes to the right side here. Click on the feature line and click on the outer side like this. Okay, you can see. So escape, and you can delete the line. This is just for the reference. So delete it. Okay, and I'm going to preview to you. Go here to the object viewer. So as you can see, there is the spillway. So if a water for the pond overflow, so this is actually the water level at this point. So the water will flow here in this spillway and will go to piping or any other element, any other features to flow the water. Okay, close on this, and now I'm going to create the surface to show, cut and fill for our pond and our surface. So now using the same tools, grading correction tools, and here the grade to distance, I'm going to change this one to grade to surface. Okay, just now it's grade to distance, now grade to surface, and now using the same create grading option here, and now click on the last line of your pond. It is, and apply to entire length. Yes. So it will ask you to insert the cut format. Okay. For example, the ratio for the cut format. Okay. Click on this slope. So the ratio will be just 1:1, it's a simple one. If you have your own point or you want to use grade, you can use grade. So you have to insert the percentage. Okay, like this one. If the fill format you want to use a grade, so you have to insert the percentage of the fill format. So I'm going to use slope. I'm going to use 1:1, the simple one. Okay. So you see here, it's automatically create a surface for the pond. So which means this part need to be cut and this part need to be filled. Okay, so going to show preview to you. Okay, right click, go to object viewer. So it will look like this. This is your pond. Okay, So close on that. So now I'm going to close off this gradient creation tool because I'm going to generate the cut and fill volume for my font design. Close on this grade creation tool. So go to Analyze tab here. And before we create the volume, so I'm going to add one more surface for the water level. Okay, so click on the water level, the first feature line that we just made from the object, this one, and right click and go to here, add to surface as grid line. Click on this one. So this surface one is actually this the existing surface, and you can see here as the plus button. So I'm going to rename it as the pond water top. Okay, click on OK, and then click here on OK. So the description for the brick line, this one will be the water level. So the water level for the pond. Click on OK. So now you can see the first feature line just now changing to this bright green color. Okay, now go to volume dashboard, this one, and then I'm going to add create new volume surface. Click on this one. So I want to create two volume surface for the top, for the water level and also the pond itself. So the first one will be the pond water top, and the volume surface, the base surface will be the pond water top surface, and also the comparison surface will be the surface one, the existing surface. Okay, click OK. So as you can see, it's shown the graph here. So yeah, it's mean that we have to fill all of this part, this blue line here. So I'm going to create one more for the pond itself. Click on that one, and name is pond surface, and the base surface will be the pond anchor, and the comparison will be surface one. Okay, click OK. So it created one more pond surface here. So this one is the outer one. So if you see, if I click on either one of these point, so it will show here the blue line here. So which means if I click on this one, this is the detail for the surface or the cut and fill volume for the blue line here. Okay. So if you want to save or you want to generate a full report, you can just click on this one. It will generate the full report for you. That is the cut and fill volume and also the area. So now go back to my civil. So I'm okay with this. So I'm close this panorama. And now I'm going to create the stage calculation. So here at this design column, you can click this drop down and go to stage storage, this one. So it will pop up this stage storage. So insert your detail. For example, the report title, this one will be the pond water top. Project name will be pond and curb. The basin description will be retention. So this one is just refer to your specification, your name of your report and so on. So now click on define basin here. So the basin name will be water top. Okay, click on define. Don't click on OK first, click on define and make sure this define basin for surface control are being selected. Click on that one. Now I'll click on the surface that I just made for the water top. Click on this one. As you can see, the stitch storage volume table are now being shown the detail for the water top. Okay, if you want to save the table, just click on this save table and click on save, insert the name file and so on. Or if you want to insert in your project, just click on insert here. I'm going to insert at this space beside the pond like this and click on cancel. So it will add the table. So you can just move this table if it's not in a good placement. So just change the placement like that. Okay, if you want to create the outer side, the outer surface here, the storage calculation. So same, go here at the storage and just insert this one for the surface. Surface project name will be same on and curve on this on surface. Basin description. Surface. Okay, define basin. Okay, this one's surface. Okay, click on define. So I'm going to click the outer side, the surface. Okay, click on this one. So it will show to you the detail for the outer side of the pond. So click on insert. I'm going to insert at this point, cancel. So you can see it will show the depth, the average and total, okay, and everything will be shown here, the area and so on. Okay, so I'm going to see if there are questions. Can CV3D font export to the Revit as topo surface? Okay, question from CCW. So can Civil 3D font export to Revit as a topo surface? So I've never tried it. So I'm going to check on that first. So I'm not really sure, but I never done it before. And I'm not sure if it can be done or not. So I'm going to check on that first. So for next parallel lesson, I'm going to look on it. Okay, because I want to double. Yes, basically, if you it's easier if you can export the font, so you can just do the design in the Revit, right? Okay, from Sanusi, slide presentation will be helpful and direct the recording tutorial for reference. So Sanusi, can you drop me your email? So I will share my slide, and also if I can share the presentation. Okay, and from IJMC, produce cross section. Or you want to see the cross section of the pond, right? I think you can make this pond for, you can make the alignment first for pond. So it's actually take time to do that because you have to create the alignment for the pond, and then you can create the section. Okay, so if for next further lesson, if I have time, I will show the cross section for the pond. So I'm going to take note for the CCW question and also for the IGMC. Okay, extract, export on to Revit, and also the pond cross section. Okay, one more message. Okay, sama-sama. Okay, I will drop you this slide. Okay, so let me see if I can show the cut section here. So I think for the section here, So you can use this section views, but you have to create the alignment first for this one. Okay. Rotation. Moment. I'm trying to find the grading optimization. Or you can use this one. You go to analyze. I think this one can be done. Okay, never mind. I'm going to check on that first because I'm not really sure to create a section. Or you can use this one. So I never tried on this section tracker. So you can use this one if you want to create a section, a cross section for the point. I think you can done here, done by the section tracker here. Or you just using the grading optimization. Okay, I'll come back for you for the questions. Okay, what to do if no topo but only survey point 2D? Convert 2D survey point to 3D any fastest way? Okay, so IGMC is asking if there is no topo, so you want to create just a survey 2D point. So basically, I'm not sure it can be done, but if you want to create a point, you have to have the point which have the elevation in it. So if your 2D survey point have elevation, so it can be done. Okay, convert to 3D any fastest way. Sorry, I'm not really get your question here. So if this project, if I just want to create the 3D, I just go here to top. Here you can see there is an option, view option here. So this top, I change it to isometry. So it will automatically go to 3D. Or you can use shift, click your shift keyboard at your keyboard and click on your cursor. Okay, click on your scroll cursor and you click on shift. So it will show the 3D view of the point. Okay. Did I answer your question, IGMC? Or you mean by other way? So if I change the view detail, it will change like that. Then, okay, you can see there is a fill. You have to fill this part and so on. Creating existing face from the 2D. Oh, you have a 2D cap. Okay, so okay, as I said just now, if you want to, if your survey point, 2D survey point have a Z, okay, to create this surface, so you have to, your point need to have X, Y, and Z point. So basically, P and Z, E, D, okay. Okay, so if I show you here home, I'm going to insert home and point here, point creation tools. Okay, for example, I want to add a surface. We got change the top first. Okay, click on this one. So it have to P and EZD, which means the north, easting, and also the elevation. Okay, so as if I go to my point, so I can see, you can see here, this is my point. So I'm going to make it bigger now. Okay, you can see I have a point number. This is just a point number. This three element is pretty important to create a surface. You need to have easting point, northing point, and point elevation, which means X, Y, and Z point. So if your 2D survey have these 3 points, it's okay. You can just create surface. If not, you need to insert the point elevation. Okay, the Z volume, the Z value. Okay. Okay. Did I answer your question? So there is any question? Okay, before I stop, I'm going to share with you. So if normally can given is set in text or not value. Okay, usually if from text, it will just show you the X and Y value. So unfortunately in CAD, if you just have text, it will show the Y and X and Y value. So Z will be not included if you from the 2D surface. Okay, not by inserting point. So that's you need to insert the the Z point by yourself. So if, for example, just now, if you want to, it will only have Civil 3D can convert text to value from CAD. Sorry. So okay, actually it can, but just X and Y value. So by using just AutoCAD also can. Okay, it can convert to a table, and then you convert to Excel, and then you can from AutoCAD, just AutoCAD, you convert the text file first. You convert the text to 2D text. Okay, I cannot show you because I don't have any text, 2D text. So from AutoCAD, you just convert it by selecting the text, and then you can go to I forget the name. So you can actually generate the X and Y point for the text, and then you can generate the table like this and convert it to Excel. And you open your Civil 3D and add point here, point tools here, and you can insert your Excel file, for example, this one. So click on open. So if you can use the specified point file, this one. So you just use, okay, just now I said why it cannot generate if there is no Z value, because every specified point file here need to have Z value. You see, Z value here. Okay, so if don't have, you can use this one, P and E. Okay, it's the same. You just click on OK, and it will generate your point in your Civil 3D. So, but first you need to convert your text to a table or Excel first. Okay. Okay. So, is any question? Okay, before I stop, I'm going to share with you. Okay, thanks. Okay, you're welcome. Thanks to you too for asking me the question. So, very good question, actually, because nowadays there is just a survey drawing. You don't have this survey point like this. Yeah, you just have a drawing. So before I stop, I'm going to go to my company website here. So you go to acadsystem.com. Okay, go to here, acadsystem.com. So it will bring you to our Acad system. Okay, this is our website. So you can see what product that we provided, what about this, okay? Promotion, and if you have a question about the training or the product, you can just simply go here and live chat with us. And if you want to join our next freelance lesson, you just scroll down and you can see this is our next freelance lesson. You can simply click on the picture. For example, you're interested to join Plan 3D equipment. Okay, so you can just click on going and it will email to you the date and also the our Zoom meeting. Okay, so for example, you want to rewatch this freelance lesson. So as just now, one of our participants, Mr. Sanusi, want to rewatch this tutorial. So you can just simply go here at our YouTube channel. So you go to video and you can see there is a previous freelance lesson that be conducted by our company. So this tutorial also will be uploaded here. So if Mr. Sanusi want to rewatch this tutorial, you can just go here to our YouTube. Okay, I believe there is no more question. So that's it for today. Thank you for participating. Thank you for joining me. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. So I will get back to you if there are any questions that I don't answer. Okay, thank you. Stay safe. Thank you, everyone. Okay, take care. Good season. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, see you in the next freelance lesson. Bye-bye.